got some shit. And so I'm like,
No,
I'm in Memphis. I'm like, oh shit, we in Cleveland.
yeah, y'all on East Coast time, but it's all good. We here
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no, it's good. It's good. We good. So, I guess we can get started though.
Oh
So,
yeah. So you can ask me whatever. Let's do it.
okay, so, what was it like growing up in Memphis? Like, you from North Memphis, right?
I'm from the north side. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just
I know
it's
people probably ask you that a lot though.
oh no, it's cool. It's
I
cool.
be curious though because like I know what it's like growing up in Cleveland. Like I know what it's like here, but like I'm fascinated like with other parts of the world and stuff like that, especially like the South. You know, my grandmama, she from the South too. She from Alabama, so I'm interested in that.
It's it was bad here, and it's worse than now. But it was just, streets, man, you know what I'm saying? It was cocaine, crack. I grew up in the crack era, so
Yeah,
it
my
was
daddy did too.
it was a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Like Memphis has a Fed headquarters because the drugs that come through here is like we like the mid south, we the middle of the whole. Like you look at Memphis on the map, we like the middle of every in the southern part. So, a lot of Colombians was here back in the days, like when I was in the 80s, in the early 80s. And that's where Memphis dude got the gold teeth from. He got the gold teeth from dudes, Colombians out of Miami. So
Okay.
Memphis gold, when the Colombians start coming, they had gold top and bottom. So that's when we started getting it. The Memphis dude had gold top and bottom back in the 80s because of the Colombians. And then after that, what I'm saying, they just started getting it down. It just became a part of our
Yeah,
culture.
I never knew that either. Like I didn't even know
Yeah.
that. But like
Only two areas was wearing gold teeth was New Orleans and us. In the
yeah,
South, wasn't nobody nowhere else. Atlanta, nowhere else wasn't
yeah,
wearing
I know. Cause like y'all be starting trends and stuff like, and we be like, Cleveland got their own wave and stuff, but like we take a little bit from each state and though and stuff like that. You know, like even the baggy clothes era, the oversized clothes, that started kind of like down south for real.
them. Yeah.
And so we started doing that up here too. So
Well, music influences a lot of stuff too, though.
yeah. So
Yeah.
who or what inspires you to get into music?
Really, the whole thing was my brother. Juicy J, my brother, he was just into it, and I just like, I saw the money he had got off of some mixtapes one time. Man had like $20,000, 20-something thousand in a day.
That's
So
a
I
lot
was like, that's
too.
like drugs, you know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
lot
It's
of
not, and it's
mixing.
not illegal. It was legal money. So
Right.
that's what made me get off into it, And then at the time I was on bond for a robbery, so I had to pay the lawyer. So I started selling tapes and came out with me a tape. And then as time went on, it got serious. Like I had got locked up and they had signed a deal with Loud Records. And then when I got out, I said I got to get in because y'all getting a bunch of money. So I seen what it was, and that's what made me. Because
Yeah.
like in my time, it wasn't about like who the toughest and all that. Like you get a
Hmm.
gun and get the up first on somebody, they flatline. That ain't nothing to talk about. It was all about the money. So I kind of grew up around that type of time. So when I seen they had got their money, I was like, yeah, I gotta get this.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money to make off some mixtapes, especially like what was that like in the early '90s or the late '80s? What was that?
It was early. It was the '90s.
Okay,
It was in the '90s. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I was born in '96, so
Oh, oh yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
so yeah, that was like the early '90s. A lot of people don't even know. Like I be talking to people, like I'm like they don't know Juicy J is your brother. Like they was like I never know, but like I see it a lot. Like he don't show his eyes in music videos a lot, but y'all got the same eyes and the same
We
mouth.
got the same mom and dad. He the only brother. I'm his only brother. We don't got
Yeah,
no other brother.
I can
That's
see them.
blood. Yeah, that's blood brothers. We got
So
sisters. Got no brothers.
no brothers, it's just y'all two.
It's just us. Yeah.
So what was it like growing up with him? Like, cause especially y'all close in age too, right? Y'all like a year apart.
A year apart. Yeah. I mean, brothers. You know what I'm saying? We just,
Mhm.
you know, fight each other battles. Same thing. We didn't do everything together though, because he kind of like had his friends. I kind of like had mine.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna ask you
both of
that
our
too.
friends knew each other and stuff like that. So he knew mine, I knew his. So
I was gonna ask you that, like, did y'all have like the same friends and stuff? Like, was like, I know
we
y'all.
we did, but we didn't. Like we didn't. Like I had friends, he had his, and it was just
So was like everybody doing music around y'all, like, or was it?
no. Nah, none of my friends doing music at all. He didn't have friends doing music. He had one friend that was doing music, and then he hooked up with Paul. Then they started doing music. But he Paul from the South Side.
Oh, did y'all ain't grow up together then? Y'all just like kind
Reese's
of
Mafia, Reese's Mafia grew in the business. We didn't grow up together. Nah,
okay. Okay, so what kind of like family did y'all come from? Like, was they supportive of y'all doing rap music?
not really at first. My mama them wasn't. My mama, she old school Pentecostal. You know what I'm saying? She ain't
Hmm.
in it all. But when the money started coming in, she felt it then.
I know. That's how my grandma is, though. She like that too.
Yeah, when the money come in,
She like
yeah,
that.
oh, okay, baby. But nah,
Okay, baby, keep putting them records out.
yeah.
Okay, so how did you get your like iconic flow? Cause you got a flow that's like is distinctive. Like everybody, like my husband, he do music too. So he was like working on a song and he was like, damn, I can hear Project Pat on this. Like he said it in your flow and everything. And he was like, I can hear about this. So how did you get that?
No, I mean, man, I just kept, like Jay used to always tell me. Jay kind of pushed me into coming with different styles and stuff like that. So I just came with the different styles, and then one style just stood out more than all the styles, and that was
Mm.
it. That's how I came like that. Like, and it people mess with it hard, and
Yeah.
it just became a signature for me, and it just
So he was like kind of like a mentor in a way, like with the music and stuff. Like he was like kind of like
he
pushing.
was showing me because I ain't know nothing about it. Like he
Like,
had to show me. He was into it deep. I wasn't into it.
yeah.
And but Jay, like people don't know, he's a producer. He's not a real. He's a rapper, but he's a producer. So that's why he's still in the game because he produced music, he produced songs, he produced a song. You know what I'm saying? Now
Hmm.
I got off into it and found out that I could do some songs, and produce songs myself. Man, I wrote my stuff, other folks' stuff, but I didn't know it until I got off into it, and then it just started coming to me easy.
So he wasn't really like rapping. He was doing like producing like some Dr.
He,
Dre
he
type
was,
stuff.
yeah,
Like,
he was producing. He started off a producer, see, and he started then. That's why he's still in the game because he can make a beat, make a song. He,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like he know the tempos or what's going on.
Yeah,
A
he
lot of
been
times,
holding
like
on for a minute now.
yeah, you catch folks. They don't know. They don't understand the game because they don't understand. They don't understand the music part of it. That's the part they don't get. They don't understand. Like I catch a lot of guys in the Midwest for some strange reason and they be want to do 16s. And I be like, bro, ain't nobody doing no 16. He be like, why would I want to do a 16? I be like, if the DJ playing, everybody doing eights and then repeating the same verse over, then you come in with a 16. How your song get played when the DJ play part of the song, cut it off? I don't understand.
Yeah, yeah. My dad,
I
yeah,
mean, a lot of dudes in the Midwest be telling me that. I'd be like, well, bro, but see, they don't be knowing the game. Like, you gotta think. See, it's all about what the DJ gonna play. And right now, everything got to be short because
mhm,
you got to be able to hear it on your phone. So
right,
if you play it on Instagram, it's got to be 60
exactly,
minutes.
exactly.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying? Now, you got reels now that make it longer.
right,
But
right. They like a
back,
minute. Yep.
yeah, but back a couple years ago, see, people don't know this that don't know. Like about 3-4 years ago, before they had reels on Instagram, everything was cut. All the music was shown up. You got shown it up.
Mm-hmm.
So people still down here stick with that, and they showed it up still. So
Right.
that's how. Because see, people was trying to let you hear it on your phone, hear
Mm,
most of the song on your phone, and so you go and stream it. That's what
exactly.
people. You know what I'm saying? That's what the game. See, the game is connected to the internet. You know what I'm saying? So you got to change with the time.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Like even I be telling my husband, like he just dropped like a freestyle to Kendrick Lamar, Silent Hill and stuff, and so it was like in that time frame, like you said, 60 seconds. Like people got short attention spans and stuff now, so
Yeah.
like you need something that people can hear, like and just like catch a vibe to it real quick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna look
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. Everybody not really clicking links and stuff like that.
No.
It takes too much time to click a link and go into other apps and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
So, did you do like a lot of performing, like when you was coming up?
I did a lot of performing when I got out. I mean, like even now, I still do a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
like you saying, like performing and not getting paid. That's what you're
Yep,
saying? Like,
yep, yeah.
oh no, no, I always got paid something.
Right.
It wasn't no lot, but I always got paid something. I mean, I remember I got paid like 100. I think first thing I got paid was like $150 to come do a couple songs at a club. Like $150,
Mm-hmm.
$500. And
Something. You need something.
yeah, I mean, it was something. You know what I'm saying? It was something off of music, and I was really shocked about that. Like, like I was like, wow, like they give me this off of music.
Mm-hmm.
I just say it out the air up top of my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it was
Especially,
good.
and you good too. Like I know you were saying, like you got into it for the money. Like a lot of people doing that now to me, but like a lot of people that can't rap though. Like at least you got into that and you could rap though. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I know what I'm saying. I just got into it, and then I started like perfecting it. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was in it so long.
And it
I just
seems like you
spent
just
all my
telling
time
stories
to
though
it.
that's in your everyday life. So like that seemed like it kind of come easy to you for real. Like you
It really did. I used to listen to a lot of Scarface, and that's where I got the idea to do the stories. You know what I'm saying?
not. Hmm.
Scarface and Biggie Smalls. So I said, man,
Yeah,
I said, hey, they got to hear these stories down here in North Memphis. So that's what I did. So
yeah. You be telling a story like, and you actually like most live the life that you're talking about too. Like you not just you know.
nah, I rap about for definitely. I rap about. See, my thing is with that is I tell people all the time. I rap about what I live, what
Hmm.
I do, or what I sing, or what I know about, or what I was around. Now,
Exactly.
my thing, my thing is, I think a person could rap about anything if you wanted to. It don't matter. But like, if somebody asked me, say, "Well, Pat, man, you was rapping about heroin and bricks and kicking in doors." Yeah, but I don't do that, bro. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not
A
finna sit
lot of
up.
people not living the life they rap about anyway.
I'm not. I go on record all day. I better not. You know what I'm saying? Because that
Mhm.
ain't. I don't even move
Mhm.
like. You know what I'm saying? Look. I'm saved. I believe in Jesus. Like I'm not with it. You
No, for
know,
real.
people doing that, going to the feds and getting indicted, getting RICO
And
charges,
that's what I'm saying though. Like y'all either saying
doing that.
too much, you either saying too much, that's the truth, you telling the truth and telling on yourself, or you not telling the real life that you live in and criminalizing yourself in ways like
A lot of people, man, it don't even just be that. It be you can do that now, but it don't just be that. It be that going on YouTube with them guns. Like that's what makes
oh
you
my
off.
God, the guns, the dope.
That's what makes you off. That right there, that's gonna make you off.
My daddy be like, he be like, y'all really be telling on yourselves. He was just like, we couldn't do
That's
that back in
exactly what
my
you're
day.
doing.
He was like, we couldn't
No,
do that.
you you wouldn't even see back in the day. You wouldn't even want to do it. See, it's like you because nobody around you is doing it, and it's not cool.
Yeah,
It's
my
not
dad
cool.
was like, they'll tell my dad, like, my dad was born in the late 50s. So, but he'll be like, they'll tell you, like, get that off of there. Like, you can't put that shit on there.
You're not gonna do that. Like you're not gonna even move like that. Like
Right.
everybody scared of you. If you was moving like that, they'll think you was like lost your mind. Like you
Mhm.
lost your mind. Like who lost your mind? Like you ain't be around nobody like that.
Like
Like
my
that's just
dad was like, we ain't do that. Like, do people be trying to, make their profit off the internet, putting their weed on there, trying to sell it and all kinds of stuff.
yeah, for real.
So what's Memphis like when it comes to like support though? Like in Cleveland, like people would say, oh shit, the DJs don't play my music. Like niggas would think like this a hating city. Like
I mean, Memphis on right now. So one thing about the younger generation, they messing with each other real heavy. So it's
mm,
all good. Like you know what I'm saying. When you see the money, see that's one thing about this city right here. See, with his money, it's cool. When ain't no money, it ain't cool. So it's money. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying. It's like everybody mess with everybody. You got your little internal beefs with different mobs and stuff like that. But
right.
man, that's how it's gonna always be. But
Hmm.
that's I tell people when they try to tell me about talk about stuff like that, I be like you just don't want to get in other people's business. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You just leave that, let that be what it is, because that's their business. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody eating. You know what I'm saying? Niggas,
That's
dudes is out,
so for real.
dudes is out here getting they some money. They
Mm.
helping partners them out. And hey, I mean, hey man, you can't. hey, I mean, hey, that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's a good, you know.
And I feel like that too. Like when it's money, everybody happy. You know, like the happiest our city was is when we won the championship. When LeBron got us that championship back in 2016. But like it's been like a little rough around here lately. So I don't know. When everybody getting money though, like you said, it's happy. So
Yeah, everybody get well. I mean, I don't get it twisted now. You know, everybody ain't getting money, so
everybody not getting money.
everybody ain't getting money.
That's
So
what
you
I'm
know,
saying. It's been real rough
this,
around.
this dangerous down here now. Like, don't get this.
Look, we right there with y'all though. Like y'all like number 4 on the map, and we like number 5. Like I'm like we right there.
Well, one thing about down here, we gonna be number something because I promise you, they go down there, they're killing police out here. They won't play
That's what
games.
I'm saying.
They come down here, they be thinking it's south, it's slow. All right,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
I
I
can only
don't
tell
think
you, I
that.
can only tell you one time because once the gun come up, it's over with. I can't tell you no more. You can be talking to God. I mean, like they doing it out here. Out here, they gonna do it. It's not. This ain't one of them cities like down south. And hey, how you doing? If somebody speak to you, they gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, where you from? You must be from somewhere else. Where you? Cause
I'm
down
telling you,
these dudes
yeah, I
out
be like that when I could just cause being brought up in Cleveland, like when we went to Atlanta, I only been there one time. Dudes was out there on the street trying to sell some stuff or whatever, and I'm just like, oh no, you trying to scam me? Like I know about scamming and scheming. Like I'm from Cleveland, like it's a lot of scamming, scheming, killing, all kind of
here.
stuff.
Oh yeah, they don't play that like see like down here it ain't it ain't even like Atlanta cause see Atlanta they got money you know what I'm saying like out here it ain't like that nah
Mm-hmm.
it ain't like Atlanta no this a goon city no we don't see them cars like that we see down here we don't got opportunity like that so
Right.
that's why like I tell you like a dude when he start rapping he gonna go hard cause he feel like man a Memphis dude ain't never seen no M.
Yeah.
Like he
No.
ain't never seen no M. He like, what? A M? He gonna
Y'all,
do it.
yeah, y'all rappers is on the map right now though. Memphis
Oh
is
yeah,
on
it's
the
a
map.
lot of young down here that's millionaires, but I'm saying like we don't
Regular.
like the opportunity come our way.
You
We
gotta
gonna
take
snap.
that. You gotta
We
snap.
not them dudes that just we in a city that's got opportunity and we don't take advantage of it. Like no,
Mhm.
we just don't have opportunity. So since we
Right.
don't got opportunity, and then when we get like this rap game to the young dudes out here, that's opportunity. So man, they ain't finna play about that. Like down here, it's like
You gotta
it's
snatch
different.
that
Man.
up.
It ain't your regular. No, this a southern city, and it's about a little. It's about might be a little bit smaller, like a little bit smaller than Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because Dallas is a big city. It's probably a little bit smaller than Dallas. Memphis ain't small like that. It's big. It's spread out. It's big, but it's not. It's not you know, we got, and then Memphis is black. Like down here,
Yeah,
it's 80% of us. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
So you know, like they don't. It ain't.
When I
It's not.
think of Memphis, I definitely think of black. Like I think of like Nashville, Tennessee is more like white and stuff. Maybe like
It is.
yeah,
It
that's how I see it.
it is. It's it's black people there, of course, but it is.
More
But
populated.
it's like down here, man. Like down here we're a blue collar city. You know, we like a
Mm-hmm.
down south Detroit. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna go down. Like we not, we like Baltimore. Like we, the Heron, all that. Like that's us. Like they ain't playing down here, man. Like they just not. The young dudes, man. Like they ride like on the highway. We got police on every other exit, like on the highway, and they're not on there looking for speeders.
Mm-hmm.
On there, so the people when the shooting start, they can come and rescue somebody. Cause they in the highway. Oh, it ain't no people think. Oh, it must be gang initiation. No, no, you you
Yeah,
you 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 jump in front of the look. You jump in front of you jump in front of a young dude if you want to.
man.
Eh, I
Telling you
promise.
though, that opportunity down there is probably just like how it is here. It's like throwing a stake in the jungle and when the pit of lions about to come get that. They about to come get that opportunity.
Like I remember, dude, man. He just. I mean, it's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? But down here, it's just they say it starts in the home, and it's really sad because it's like no grandmamas and no mamas down here no more. Like that's over. It's like that era, like a real grandmama and a real mama. It's like
Yeah,
you don't catch that down here like that. Like it ain't like that no more. Like grandmama, she twerking on Instagram. Like I mean,
no,
I
that's
don't not
yeah.
yeah, I don't knock grandmama for what she want to do, but you know
It
that
ain't that influence that you need. Like my grandma, she's still living. She 100 years old. She from Tuskegee, Alabama. She's still living. She still spit knowledge and wisdom and everything that's needed, you know?
mm-hmm.
So it's like, but yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Down here they grandmama on the ground
Backing that ass up.
with a glass in her hand, you know what I'm saying, and a blunt in her mouth, like the grandmama, you know what I'm saying.
No,
So
for real.
yeah, so see, it's like, you know, I don't knock her for what she do, I don't judge her, but I'm
Right.
just saying, a kid growing up, that's what he's saying. So he thinking that's the whole, like he thinking in his mind, that's how I'm gonna be when I get old. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
for real.
He kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just, man. I mean, at the same time, you know, he in the blunt, he smoked the blunt, then he see his big brother, the grandma paid the blunt to you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like that ain't my grandma
That's
never
how
cared.
my
And
one of
one of my
my friend grandmas like that. They be on Instagram looking good, but waist is snatched, the booty just like I'm like, damn, my grandma that ain't my grandma that I grew up with. So
yeah, how they moved out here. So, you know, like I said, I don't judge them, but the thing is, it's affecting the children. And you know, you got a lot of dudes, man, you know, down here, and no, ain't no dad. Like it just ain't daddy dead. Like, oh, dad or daddy, they got a life sentence in the penitentiary because he, you know, he was a gangster out here. So that's what's really go on down here. Like a lot, ain't no like a daddy. That's just like saying you got $100 million. Like that's just you don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. I was fortunate. I had a dad. I mean, I still got a.
Sometimes they be jealous of you for that too. Like growing up, when dudes growing up and they don't have their daddy and they see you with your dad, sometimes they hate on that. Like,
Well, in my time when dudes didn't had daddies in my time, but what they did, they looked up to me. Like dudes looked up to me because I had a dad. They was like, man, I
yeah.
can't believe you got a daddy fool. Like you got a dad stay with you. Like all my friends,
Or
none
they
of them
want
had
to
dad.
look at your daddy as like they dad or something like that,
They
you
would, they would, cause they ain't had now.
know. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mean, it's sad, man. Like you know, and people be trying to like, you know, talking about bring the community together and all that, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000,000% honest. The only thing got me my head on straight was God. And that's the only thing gonna get anybody head on straight. I mean, you know, because you gotta think about this. I'm gonna show you something. See, people always be, well, we can do this and bring the community together and da 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 da. And I'm not saying ain't try. Ain't nothing wrong with trying. Ain't nothing wrong with trying. But if Martin Luther King, who lived in it and experienced it for real,
Mm-hmm.
if he couldn't do it, and the thing is, I'm not gonna listen. Nobody in 2023 or 22, whatever time it is right now, they not gonna go as hard as Martin Luther King did because
No,
they
they
didn't.
not. That's what me and my
You're
husband
not gonna do it.
like, you're not about to
You're
go
not
that
gonna
far.
do it.
I be saying that all
Not,
the time. Like I be looking at
not,
my Facebook memories. I've been saying because I got baptized when I was 7 years old. Like I feel like people do gotta get right with God. That's the only thing that's gonna change anything. Like all these people that we done seen get killed.
That's the only thing gonna change anything. Cause see, like I go into prisons and talk to the prisoners. And I'm telling you, I know these young dudes. I be talking to them. Like
Mm-hmm.
telling me flat out, like, Pat man, sure. I said I was in juveniles, talking to juveniles out here one time in the penitentiary. They got like charges like aggravated robbery,
Yeah,
attempt murder,
like
you know,
grown man.
murder. They killing folks, everything.
Mm-hmm.
They tell me they like, man. I said, when y'all get out of here, can y'all get a gun? They said, yeah. I was like, for real? And see down here, you I don't know how it is in Cleveland, but see down here, you ain't gotta have no permit for no pistol. You 18, you
They
just go.
just switched the law because I got my CCWs, but they got it where you don't need it. Our governor just changed it. You can conceal and carry without your permit. Now they just got rid of it.
And they buying Dracos down here, like to every young dude
That's
down here,
what
it's
I'm saying.
probably 3 sticks to every young dude that down here. They sticked up down here. That's what they do down here. And see, like you know, if that's the case, well then, I mean, you know, 100 drums, 50 drums. I mean, they shooting them.
Yeah.
So you know, and then it's
Who's
like,
just going around spinning the block, just shooting up people for no reason? Like we just had somebody like a few months ago that was just circling the block, just shooting folks up at the plaza and everything for no reason. And they
oh,
passing laws like that.
you didn't see the dude down here just 2 weeks ago that was all through going through the city just shooting everybody. You
I
ain't
saw
see.
that on the Shade Room. Yeah, I did. I think they posted it on the Shade Room.
But see, I'm gonna show you something how we move. Now he crazy, right? He out here in Memphis. He just shooting for a young dude. He lost him. He from the north side. I don't know him. I mean, no. I mean,
Right.
but see, you got killers down here.
Mm.
That'll say, okay, well, that's cool, bro, on that, but he better not come over here with it. You see what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's how people, it's so many dudes down here that's gonna
That's
kill
exactly how they be. We had a dude like that a couple of years ago, killed this old dude for no reason on in East.
I saw that.
Yeah, and shot it on live on Facebook.
I saw that.
And that was we from St. I'm from St. Clair. Like that was like down on St. Clair somewhere. Everybody in the
I
hood.
saw the dude. I saw the dude. I
It
saw
was like
everything.
he better not come over here with that mess. Like for real, like
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get it twisted. I ain't saying dude won't shake nothing, because if y'all was let dude down here, he did. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But see, people down here, they'll shake it harder than he should. Like, you know, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, but see, and what I'm saying is, like, you'll say to yourself, like, what causes a person to just do that? Reason being is this right here. He young.
Mm-hmm.
He don't understand how to deal with real life. They say the guy down here did it because his mother passed. He need God to help him through that. My mama passed this year. I had God.
Man, sorry to hear that.
I passed it. But see, it's like, if you ain't got God, you can lose. It can happen. Like I hate the man done it. I mean, I hate the young dude did it down here like that. That was crazy. But I mean, I fully get it. He just didn't have, when there ain't no God involved, and you ain't got no rock to lean on. And then it's like everybody that's around me, they don't know nothing. They can't help me, because see, it's like you can't deal with real life because you so spazzed out on pills and spazzed out on weed.
Yeah.
You out of reality.
That's what I be trying to do. I be trying to stay pure. Like my dad, he went to he did 3 years in prison. My dad became a minister in prison. My dad also drink a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't drink at all. I don't drink and I don't smoke because I know it's in me because it's in my dad. Like that stuff be genetic sometimes. Like what your parents do, it you can do. And so I be trying to stay away from that because it don't be feeling pure to me. Like I be trying to stay because I know my potential. Like I know how I could trip out probably if I did some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really be trying, like I be telling my husband, like I be trying to keep my connection with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that be the only thing that be keeping me like together. Like honestly.
Well, God to keep it. That's for definitely.
So what was it like in 1999? Okay, you released your debut album, Getty Green, right? So
Yeah.
you had some people on that album. You had Noriega, Crazy Bone, Cash Money. What space were you in your life when you dropped that?
I was you could, on the album. I was, you could, if you listen to Getty Green, I was talking more about like I came out of it and like I'm straight. At least so I thought, but but in my mind, I just was like, it was far as like the streets. Like I was just like, man, I'm done. Like I got away. Like if you hear the stuff I'm rapping about, like I say, what I say, on that song where I say, that life we live. You know what I'm saying? The life we live. I'm just rapping about like I'm happy. I just got out of prison. You know, so I'm happy. You know, like I said, man, I escaped it. I got away. You know what I'm saying? Because I had Eddie Green was going on. I really couldn't rap about a lot of stuff because I was still selling dope. I was still doing this and that. It was stuff going on with people with cases and stuff. I already talked, but see, when Mr. Don't Play came out, everything had been squashed over. So when it was all over and squashed, I was in Atlanta. This guy had told me, said, man, I don't know how you gonna get a Green album. I said, oh, you don't. He said, man, how you gonna do that? I said, just check this out. I told him, I said, just check this out. And then when Miss Don't Play dropped, he was like, whoa. He was like, whoa. He said, man, you smoked it. But see, like I was holding back on Get It Green. I really was. I wasn't talking about stuff like.
I could feel you was holding back because I was just listening to that. Like I only heard that album so many times. I was 3 years old when that album came out, so my parents was listening to that. But you know, I was listening to it the other day. Though I'm like, damn, this album was like going, like it was like you was saying some stuff on that album and stuff. But I'm like, I could feel you was you ain't even say all what you really wanted to say for real.
I didn't at all because I was in it, and I ain't want to say nothing. So I told her, we old school don't move like that. I ain't finna talk about what's going on. I'm doing it. I couldn't do that. But when Miss Don't Play came out, I just like, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all the stuff, people went to jail, stuff was over with, cases closed. I could talk about stuff a little bit more.
Yeah. So Okay, yeah, in 2000 you went like mainstream, you with the sipping on some scissor, like, what was people affiliate you with 3 6 Mafia a lot like that. A lot of people think you are in 3 6 Mafia. Uh
Mm-hmm.
so like what was because y'all, I mean, you was on every hot shit that they had. Like, I was growing up on that Poppin' My Collar remix. I grew up on that Solid
Yeah.
Fire. Y'all had that feature with Bow Wow and everything. So what was that like? Like you wasn't really in it, but you just like you affiliated with it. Like, is there a reason you wasn't in the group, or is just like that's just how it was?
No, they couldn't put me in a group because they had already had the group was already out and people already knew who the group people was. So my brother just made me. I was in a group eventually, like at first, but originally, but I had got locked up, so I couldn't do it. So when I got out, he just made me solo, which was cool with me. I was good with that.
Hmm. So yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's talk about Mr. Don't Plays. Everything's working. So what was life like for you at that point? Things was going good, things was getting better.
Better. It was already good with Getty Green. It was even better with Mr. Don't Play, but then I had got locked up on the Fed, went to the Feds, like right when it was get right when it dropped. So
Hmm.
but I mean, it was cool. It was good. I mean, the album sold platinum, sold 1 million records. I mean, it was good. It was
Right.
real. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it went in. I mean, the jump went in. Like it was love. It went in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was a good album. Chicken Head was a big one off that album. So tell me, like, how did you come up with that, and like who decided to
I, I used to mess with this girl, and I had came. I mean, not talking about girls, but I had I just was messing with her. Like I was, like she had her hair in a slick to the back with a little bob in, and I was going.
like?
You're like a chicken. So I said, chicken, chicken. I saw Mel was just messing with her going up the steps. And I said, bark, bark. And I said, bark, bark. And she was just like, go on, boy, go. Me, we always check and laugh.
Mhm.
So then I had thought, I said, man, I called my brother. I said, hey, man, it'd be hard for a song. That's how I made it. And I said, bark, bark, chicken. He was like, oh, that's hard. And he had made the beat, like, he on the phone made the beat, told me to come to the studio that night or the next day. And I laid the song. And I didn't think it was going to be a hit like that, though. I
Yeah,
didn't think it was gonna be a hit because see, it was the last song I made for Mr. Don't Play. I had the whole album done, and I came over that was the last song I made, and that became the biggest song. Period.
I was in, I think, kindergarten when that came out. You had everybody calling, little boys calling girls chicken heads and all kinds of stuff. Like even my kids now, like I got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. They'll hear that, all right, all right, all right, and they'll just start turning up. Like that song is like that ain't never gonna die out.
That's a classic. I still get paid off too.
It's a classic. Yeah. So how did you and the chat like come up with that like roasting session? Like y'all had like a whole roasting session against each other. That was your idea?
Me and I think Paul was like, man, we need to y'all need to go back and forth. Cause I was gonna put Chad on the song. I was gonna let her rap. And Paul said, nah, you need to go like one line, one line, one line. I said, oh yeah, that'd be hard. So then I had wrote the whole song. And I wrote it out. Then Chet just came, but Chet write her own stuff though. Chet hard, she could have wrote it, but I
Yeah.
think I already had it wrote out. I had just like possibly just write out, so I just went on and wrote it out, and it went in. It went in. It used to be.
Yeah, that really did go in. You inspire a lot of artists today. Like a lot of mainstream artists like Cardi B sample Chicken Head, J. Cole sample Don't Save Her, Meg and Moneybag, Ooh Nothing. Like you inspired a lot of mainstream artists. Like what does that feel like when you
I just, I just salute them, man. I mean, they keep OG alive. That's all I can say. They
yeah,
just keep that's just a blessing, man. I guess that's all I can say. Ain't nothing else I can say about that. But
yeah.
thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, that is look, that's a big blessing, especially look, yeah. So did you when you were working like and starting out, did you know you was gonna be this legendary and stuff like that?
We just went in there and made what we made because the money was coming in. See, it's like we had like a situation where we was getting most of the money because the company owned the rights to all the stuff. So we just we partner owned the company. So they owned everything. So it was like we just putting out music and the people just sending out checks. So we just man, look, let's go. We just ready to roll. We just like we looked at it like the dope game. Like we just like, man, let's go, let's get this money, let's get this money. As long as they were sending the checks, we just were just rolling. But it just was like, I never thought it'd be like legendary and nothing like that. No, I never thought that. I never thought
You
people
definitely legendary.
they like I you could have never told me that 15 years ago. I'd have been like whatever. I'd be like, you think so? Now, but I'd have just whatever. I
Right.
would
You were just doing. Yeah. So I know like Gorilla Pimp and Cheese and Dope, like you did like a remix and stuff like that. You just dropped like a video, what was it, to Gorilla Pimp? What was that in 2015? One of them was 2015, the other one was 2019. What made you wanna go back and drop a video later on in life?
man, just did, man. Just I don't know, just thought about it, thought it was a good hustle move, and
Hmm.
it was.
It
So I
was though, because you had Dolph, RP, the young Dolph. You had Dolph and Key Glock on the remix to Cheese and Dope.
really my cousin nephew told me, he said, gotta put Dolphin Block on that. Now that's what made me do it. I said, I ain't think about that. I said, yeah, that'll go. And I just did it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a that was good. So going back to you inspiring artists now, I was listening, I was just like, dang, is this Project Pat on the Certified Lover Boy when that album dropped last year? Was
Yeah.
was that a sample or something?
It was an old song my brother had, and he just Metro Boomin took the verse off of it and put it on the song with Drake, and man, I got one of them old Drake blessings, man, and shoot.
Look, I was about to ask you about that because I heard about that. I'll be telling my husband, like, hopefully one day he can get that Drake check. So
I'm serious. I'm telling you that right now. It's good business.
I know that. Yeah, I know it is. I heard about that Drake check.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm pretty sure all of them was nice, but it's just something different about the
Well,
what
he's number one rap in the world. I mean, it's definitely gonna be different.
he been holding it down for a minute now.
Hey man, the man that can't nobody deny that man. If they did, you got to be crazy.
Yeah.
You can't deny that dude, man. He really a good dude, and he really do what he do, and he do it well.
Yeah, he does. He been holding it down since I was in middle school. So I'm 26 now. So he
I
been
ain't never, you can't, nobody can never say they ever heard a Drake verse that wasn't good. You can never say that.
right.
Just
No, yeah.
say, man, that wasn't no good. You can't say that. You lying.
Mm.
Nah. You ain't never said you ain't never heard that. You probably, I'm sure you ain't gonna never hear it because he don't put stuff out like that. Dude's a perfectionist. I respect the man. The man true.
I can see that. So if you were a mainstream artist today, do you think you would like fit in with today, like how it is in the industry or period? Just
My whole thing back then was just, when I was in it like that, I just give people what they want. So I would give the people what they want. See, I was always the type of person, I wasn't into how I feel. It's how it's what's gonna make, that's why people don't understand, like down south, they're gonna always keep good records and get money and get money out to clubs and all that and get, do shows. Cause see, down south, we make club music.
yeah,
Like, you got the shake strip club music and all that. Like that's down. Like we ain't going nowhere. Like we don't do we do what please the people. We don't get into like, well, man, this is how I'm feeling. Some of us do, and I'm out. If an artist do that, that's his business. You know what I'm saying? But and we got real artists down here. Like people be spitting like you can't like even the girls that's coming out of Memphis hard. You know what I'm saying? All the girls, they hard.
yeah,
They yeah, they
yeah.
spit.
They are like even when I when they got cause we about to cut off. When I heard Glorilla, I'm like, she don't have your flow or nothing, but it was something about her that made me think. I'm like, damn, this sounds seem like a female Project Pat almost. Like it's
Man, folk coming for it, man. Cause see, we know we don't get if we don't get them opportunities like that. We not gonna. I'm